you tired of being a doormat? People walking on you all over the place because of how nice you are? Maybe you're even having trouble saying no because you fear that people will hate you. I hate to break it to you, but those, my friend, are a sure sign that you're a people pleaser. But before you get too deep, there's a chance that you can break out of the cycle. And here are a few steps. First, you need to learn to say no. I know, for someone who's used to doing a lot of favors to people, this may be too much of a hurdle for you. But trust me, you're gonna want to learn to do this. Sure, you may earn the likes of people around you, but at what cost? Your peace and mental health? That's too high a price to pay for something so trivial. Just imagine how much better life would be if you prioritized yourself. You can't imagine it? Well, maybe that's because you've said yes far too many times. This is your sign to say no to that one co-worker who asks to cover for their shift again. Please don't be that type of person who's dang near knocking at death's door with sickness just so you can call in for work and save their butt. Don't be such a wuss. You can start small and work your way up to the big decisions in life. Just remember, by saying no, you are saying yes to prioritizing yourself. Here's to hoping we don't get to read, "I told you I was sick" on your tombstone. In line with the first step, the second thing you need to do is establish boundaries. You may be asking, well, how can I establish my boundaries? The answer to that is to know your limits first. By doing so, you're putting a leash on your people-pleasing tendencies. But you don't just need to establish your boundaries, you need to communicate them as well. Does your boss ask you to overwork for a project because you're the only one available? AKA, you're the only single person in the office while the rest have families. On a holiday, here's your chance to take a stance and establish your boundaries. Start telling him no. And don't make excuses for it. No is a complete sentence. Just like the rest of your office mates, you sure as heck deserve time off. But do be mindful of the tone you use to talk to him, because the next thing you know, you might get yourself axed at work. And have you heard about the jokes they make about unemployed people? Well, they don't seem to work. And speaking of excuses, you need to stop making excuses as well. As I mentioned earlier, no is a complete sentence. Sure, you may have gone past the second step by finally managing to establish your boundaries, but that doesn't count when you make excuses as to why you won't do their favors. You see, by making excuses, you're giving others a chance to find a way around your excuse. The direct result of this could be a distorted work-life balance with very little to no me time. Is that how you want to live your life? Oh, so you can't attend dinner with your mother-in-law this Friday because of work? Don't be surprised if she sets up a new date for the weekend. Do you see it now? By doing this, you're giving them a chance to adjust according to the excuse you feed them. Just tell her on the get-go that you can't. Simple as that. Just take your mother-in-law out some other time and make good use of that sniper you've got stuck in your attic. Just kidding. If there's one more thing you need to ingrain in your head, it's the fact that you can't please everyone. Yes, this is another difficult task for many, but you've got to do it, man. You have to understand that you can't please everybody because people's needs are different each time. Being true to yourself and living your life the way you want may earn the praise of those who genuinely care for you, but at the same time, it could also be the cause of envy for those who hate you. Being authentic will show you who is or who will be there, no matter what happens, and weed out the fake ones. Be so unbothered that when someone dies, you don't care. Well, at least reserve your care for the people that really matter to you. Another thing you need to do is learn to be assertive. People-pleasing isn't always limited to people asking you a favor. Sometimes it comes at your expense to the benefit of others. Let's say you have that one coworker who likes to give you backhanded compliments like, "You'd be so pretty if you weren't so haggard all the time." Or maybe she'd say something along the lines of, "She's such a hard worker that a lot of people think she's sucking up to the boss." Now, I know, it's very tempting to reply, "Suck these nuts," but fighting fire with fire in this context will not help. There are a couple of ways that you can tell off this loose-lipped coworker of yours. Tell them directly that they're offensive, or you could go a roundabout way and change the topic instead. Heck, even body language would suffice for this. By being assertive, you're teaching people how to treat you right and what happens when they cross you. It may take a while to learn how to do this, but trust me, this will be for your own good in the long run. And as hard as this next one may be, you have to ask others for help when you need to. All of the steps listed in today's video are very important, but I think this is the most important out of all of them: asking for help. After all, the reason people are asking you for a favor is because they need help with something. If they could do that, why can't you? You need to put a stop to the mindset that they won't like you anymore if you don't grant them this favor. Well, if they do, then screw them. You don't need them anyway. If you want to help and you're feeling it's a little too much, it's okay to seek help rather than shouldering everything on yourself. You can start this with the people close to you: your partner, family, or even your best friend. Heck, we all know how hard it is to get rid of a dead body, so at least you'll find yourself an accomplice to boot. Another tactic that may help with your people-pleasing tendencies is to stall for time and assess the request. The next time you find yourself cornered and asked by someone for a favor, use this as an opportunity to tell them that you need more time to think about it. Unless, of course, they're asking for consent to operate on your aunt, then that's a hard yes. Or you could opt for no if you hate her guts. But in all seriousness, by stalling for time, you get to assess their request, and you could determine if it will be time-consuming, if you would need extra effort to do it, or the most important one, do you even want to do it? But if your answer to the last one is no, then that's reason enough not to do it. I'm sure they can find another match for someone who would willingly donate their kidney, so don't stress yourself too much. Apart from the aforementioned, you also need to be more honest about how you feel. As cliche as this sounds, honesty really is the best policy. One of the roots of people-pleasing stems from people's need for validation and the feeling of being useful. So what happens is that a lot of times we put in an extra effort, enough to break our backs, only for the other person to reject us. Sure, it's pretty tempting to hit their face with a brick, but it's always better to air out any resentment or animosity towards the other person and let it go. This may be hard, especially for men who are used to bottling their feelings up like wine, but it'll just fester and make you feel bad on the inside. By being open, you also allow people to understand you better. So it's a win-win situation for all. And finally, prioritize yourself. Look, I know we all have that superhero streak in us that we want to save people, be it from work, doing favors, or even just being present. But at the end of the day, what's most important is to prioritize yourself. Sure, other people have needs, but so do you. You need to step back and understand what it is you want in life. Peace of mind? Or burn your ex's house down? Okay, so maybe the latter will give you some peace of mind, but spending time in prison ain't it. All these steps are interconnected in more ways than one. It's like a big spider web, so whichever step you take here first, the other steps are bound to follow as well. People-pleasing is hard to quit. It's like a scab that you have to nitpick now and then. But with the steps I mentioned earlier, you can make progress and start living life the way you want it. But if it ever gets too hard, just remember to check in with a trained therapist. We don't want you going full-time trying to do all of these. If you ever feel yourself getting exhausted and anxious over what the people around you do or say, it's best to step back and listen to what your body wants and needs, simply because you deserve it too. But if you still find it hard to turn people down, or you're too hardwired to people-please others, then come, my young Padawan, and click this next video to master the art of saying no.